You want to do the intro?
Sure. I'm terrible at doing stuff live, so.
Where's the script?
Yeah, I know. Got something to read off of. All right, so welcome to Mr. Luis Napoles' channel. We are filming another, that's gonna help so much.
Can you move the prompter over a little bit for us?
Yeah. My hamsters are already distracted, just trying to spin up and come up with something. All right, so we're gonna take a look at, we're here to bowl nationals. We're bowling together. We're actually bowling doubles together.
Nice.
So we're going to take a look now. We put out the team pattern from last year.
Yeah, which I have here. I'll put it on screen, probably over my head. It's 41 feet, 25.7 mils, and 2.6 to 1 ratio, which is not this year's pattern.
No.
Because they think they're being fair by not disclosing the pattern.
Hiding the pattern.
Yeah. But we said we wouldn't talk about that, and we did anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, just driving halfway across the country with 8 balls for 2 patterns, and it's better than flying across the country with 6 balls for 2 patterns, but I digress. So anyway, we're gonna take a look at stuff, and the way that the right side transitions is different from the way that the left side transitions, and so we're gonna be looking at different things, but we're each gonna start off with something on the fresh here. What I brought for the fresh was Axiom at 1,000, ProMotion that's probably gonna be at 1,000 or 2,000, one of the ProMotions, and then Pitch Black because lefty.
Yeah, so what was the first one you said? Axiom.
Axiom.
So for me, the balls on the fresh are going to be pretty similar minus the Axiom. I brought a ProMotion at like 1,000, a Pitch Black at like 500 or 1,000, and a IQ Tour Nano Pearl that I drilled for the fresh at like whatever boxes. I think it's like 2,000. So we're just going to show you guys a couple shots, back and forth like we normally do. We'll try to figure it out as we go. And then once the lanes start to transition a little bit, we'll get into our transitional balls.
Urethane for control is just gonna be the play. This one is gonna have a little bit more surface on it. All right, another shot. This will have more surface on it, but this isn't too bad. Yeah. Try it one more time, get on top of it a little bit more. I'm still not used to like moving closer to the gutter. It's not a thing on the right side. That's pretty close.
All right, so for the sake of consistency, I guess, I'm gonna start in the Pitch Black also. I am sticking like crazy. That stuck like crazy. All right, so I stuck like crazy. It rained here in Vegas last night for the first time in months. So everything's real sticky. That's a pretty good shot. See, I thought that was such a better shot than the last one.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
All right, and then here's my last shot with the Pitch Black. Just remember that in the stadium, it's always gonna hook way more than here.
All right, so the Pitch Black's not quite enough. I brought 2 ProMotions, different layout. I'm gonna have different surfaces on them too. If that's not quite right, this is fairly similar, but just more shape. And for my next trick, I am not gonna talk in the middle of my approach.
You firm up on that one?
Say what?
You firm up on that one?
Yeah, so this might be a little too much shape. My other ProMotion is a little smoother, but this is still a pretty good look.
No editor. So another ball that I'm going to take a look at on the fresh is the ProMotion. It's a big rolly ball that's very, very smooth. All right, so we're gonna move a little bit right off that, obviously, because that hooked That was not enough. So let's move right, firm up a little bit, get a little bit straighter. Okay, that doesn't make sense. All right, well, let's go in between those, I guess. Maybe not try to get it as far to the right, because it never saw it that last shot.
So if I need something just more teeth, like ProMotion idea, just bigger ball, more teeth, a little bit more shape, I'm looking at an Axiom.
Good shot.
All right, let's see if we can actually repeat a shot here. Close.
You move in on that?
Huh?
You move in at all?
More friction this year, so I really don't think that this will see a look, but it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good on this anyway. Even when you throw it like an
And then another ball that I'm really going to take a look at on the fresh is this IQ Tour Nano Pearl. Going to try to go nice and up the lane here and not give it away as much. Oh, now see if I could just repeat that here, because that looked pretty fantastic. Missed left a little bit. Yeah, missed in a little. Ball head. All right, last shot here with the Nano Pearl. Definitely don't want to miss left. I mean, or right, really. So let's just make a good shot here. Imagine what happens when you throw it halfway. All right, so that was the balls that we're going to take a look at on the fresh. Now, again, they're going to hook more at Nationals.
Yeah.
And by the time you're watching this video, everyone's already bowled Nationals because we're bowling like the very last team squad.
Yeah.
So this is more just a what we're bringing, why we're bringing it, maybe for next year, whatever. Of the three balls, which one you thought looked best for you? And why is it the ProMotion?
No, on this one it was actually the Axiom. Because it's a bigger ProMotion type of idea. There's more traction, but it's got similar stability. And the ProMotion's kind of my bridge between urethane and reactive. And the Axiom is early and smooth enough to where if we just need teeth, then I'm going to be fine. But if I need like a urethane type look with a little bit more dig, a little bit more oomph, or at least the shape closer to the pins, then the ProMotion is probably what I'm going to end up in.
And then for me, it was the Nano Pearl. It wasn't even close. The pitch black, it didn't look that good. The ProMotion, it didn't hook as early as I wanted it to. A couple of shots I thought I threw it good. It just blew past what I was looking at. The Nano Pearl just looked fantastic, and it's going to be a ball I'm definitely going to take a look at tomorrow. And then depending on what we start in, will obviously dictate what we see on the lanes, will dictate what our transitional balls are going to be. So we each brought three kind of transitional pieces. For me, it was the Zen, the Idle Cosmos, and the Reality Check. What about you? What are your transitional balls?
But on the left side, I kind of bring complementary like sideways moves. So I've got the Idle Cosmos, which is kind of like if they made a Pearl ProMotion, that's what it'd be, because it's kind of got that round, smooth, stable kind of look to it. It's got a little bit more shape. It's got a little bit more boom to it. So if I need that type of a look, I've got a little, I've got that.
Well, I can already see the comments. There was already that same core with a shiny cover, right? Well, which one was it? The Trend?
Yeah.
So what he means, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, is like if there was a spec Pearl.
A spec Pearl ProMotion. Yeah.
Not just a Pearl cover on that core. He means a Pearl version of the spec cover.
Yeah, that specific cover formula, not like R2S Pearl, because that's the
because R2S and spec are the same.
Yeah. Well, anybody that's ever thrown a ProMotion and a Trend side by side, they're totally different balls. But I've got the Helios, and then next I've got
the Helios or the Cosmos?
The Cosmos. I keep calling it the Helios for some reason. I've got Helios on the brain, maybe because of the orange connection. But anyway, so I've got the High Road then too, because if I need something cleaner, because I've got, and then the other one is a promotion that I've actually been using for the last year and a half. It's beat up.
Untouched?
Yeah. It's beat up, it's got some shine on it, and so it's got some games on it, and I intentionally kind of put that heavy use on it, because somebody like Anthony Simonson's got several different idols at different ages.
Yes.
And so some of the other stuff, you use it for long enough, the cover tames down, it settles down, so it still kind of retains the reaction characteristics, but it tames it down. It gives you a more subdued, subtle version of that. So I've got little plays on stuff kind of sideways all over the place, with the exception of the high road.
Of course, yeah. All right, so let's get on the lanes, and I mean, obviously the lanes aren't anywhere near transitioned enough to get into our transitional balls, but it's just us bowling on the lane, so we're gonna, imagine, just use your imagination here.
All right, so the Idol Cosmos is going to be my first sideways look. It's basically, if I'm using the other stuff, Pitch Black, Axiom, Promotion, that I started with, if those are a little too early or too diggy and not enough shape down lane, then this is going to give me something similar from a traction perspective, just a little bit more shape.
Ooh!
See if we can make another good shot. That one looked pretty good. That's terrible.
Oh, get there.
Not throw it out the window. Just a nice, calm, easy shot. Close.
How much easier this feels. All right, so then one of the transitional balls for me is going to be this Idol Cosmos. I've loved this ball since I first drilled it. So let's see how it looks here on something other than a house shot. Miss left. Yeah, I gotta shape it more. Yeah, I think something like this would be a really good transitional ball, but the lanes, like I said, are just not developed quite enough here. So let's see what we can do. Roll!
Roll it, other direction.
All right, let's move in a little and roll it instead of trying to jam it down lane. There we go. Yeah, see if I roll.
I need something with similar traction, but a little bit smoother rather than a little bit more shape. I'm going to go down to my old beater Promotion.
Go.
Bump left just a little bit. Again, it's supposed to be earlier and smoother.
Good shot. Wow, I'm glad I said good shot.
Yeah, not quite enough track friction for this to really, again, if I had more friction out there, this would probably be better, but throw one more shot. Not the ball.
9. All right, so another one of my transitional balls is the Zen. And regardless of how it rolls here, it's going to see some lane play at South Point because it rolls really good there. That hooked both more than I thought and less than I thought. So off that shot, I'm going to move like maybe one left, maybe two left, and see if I can still get it to get to the head pin. Like, how does that make sense? It's like high flush. Are you going to try to meet in the middle, those two shots, and end on a good note with the Zen?
Close.
That was close.
Completely different type of direction. This is for if I've got too much cover, everything's reacting too early, I've got angle issues, then I can bowl down into something higher RG, a lot cleaner cover. Square up a little bit. Threw that one out the window a little bit. As you can see, it's just too quick.
The over-under is real.
Yeah, I got plenty of oil, so the Axiom looks pretty good. So and try to throw another halfway decent shot.
All right, now I'm in the reality check, and this is a ball that I've really wanted to take a look at in transition. So that's what we're going to take a look at here. Oh, I mean, done. I like, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I'm looking for as a transitional ball. Ball's going to be a little bit cleaner, boom a little bit more down lane. Hook a lot.
Get up, get up, get up.
Can't miss that much. All right, last shot here with the reality check. Be better than the last shot. And I still missed right. All right, and then the last ball in our bag for me is going to be the burn ball, the get left, create the most amount of shape, and for Luke it's the oblique ball.
Yeah, it's the lefty. We don't really have transition much very often, so we don't need a burn ball because we don't ever see burn. So most of the time we bring it, okay, if everything else is not working or something's going wild, I brought my infinite physics because I have seen some people open the lanes up and bend them a little bit. And so
as a break glass in case of emergency?
Yeah, exactly. So it's
What's his face just bowled, and he was opening up the lanes. Gary Faulkner Jr.
Yeah.
Like really hooking the lane.
So yeah, in case I have to do that and all this smooth stuff, trapping it from straight doesn't work, then I need something else just in case. I don't plan on using it, but you never know.
Yeah, and then for me, it's the Wolverine Dark Moss. Again, the lanes are nowhere near developed. You got to remember that there's going to be 10 people on the lane, at least 7 lefty or righties. A lot of transition, so I'm nowhere near to the point where I would even take a look at that Wolverine Dark Moss. But again, just imagine.
All right, so if this trapping it up 5 stuff doesn't work and I've got to get in and bend it a little bit, that's what the infinite's for.
Woo! Woo!
We weren't counting on that. All right, again, this is probably not the ball. That shot looked awful good, but let's see if I can do it twice in a row. That's the real test. Close, but in. That's pretty good. See, just not quite enough surface.
All right, then the last ball we're going to take a look at is the Wolverine Dark Moss. This is the one when I got to get the furthest left during team. Again, the lanes are not developed enough, so we're just going to try here. Guess if you throw it slow enough, it'll get there. All right, let's move right, because like I said, the lanes are not developed enough. Let's see how this looks here. That looked pretty good. All right, last shot of the video here. Dark Moss. Wish us luck down in the comments. We bowl nationals. Oh, by the time you watch it, we would already bowled. Push a lot. Done.
All that friction.
All right, so make sure to wish us luck in the comments, but by the time you guys watch this video, we would have already bowled. I'm really glad that I drilled this nano pearl because it looked fantastic on the fresh. What was your kind of best looking whatever?
I mean, it's still just going to be, I think you can see just watching the stuff that cleaner stuff is very rarely an option. Playing more lane, playing more angle is very rarely an option. So it's going to be something. It's going to be ProMotion pitch black axiom right up 5, probably. Maybe a little bend if there's, they're a little softer this year. I've heard that there is a little bit more friction on the gutter, a little bit more oil on the inside. So I might do like a 10-5 type of thing. But realistically, it's going to be something smooth with surface, kind of little second arrow swing.
Nice. The huge.
Yeah.
That guy throws it really hard. Wow. All right, so be on the lookout because we are going to purchase our doubles and singles video. We are going to purchase our team video. We're going to do something, a live stream, or maybe we'll just post the whole raw, unedited footage. We're gonna do something. So just make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Luke's channel. We'll leave a link to his Discord as well. You're still doing that?
Yeah.
Your Patreon, all that good stuff. Leave a link to mine. Don't join mine. Join his. Don't join mine. Till next time.